Alright, I did a little bit of an oopsie. I did a little bit of work before I clocked in, so let me do that real quick. Alright, so I added in these little speed monitor things, just so we can make sure we're getting the right efficiency. And I found out the right way to get this to run while I'm not here. And it ended up being like stepping away from the controls real slow like, so they don't know that I'm gone. And now that I said it out loud, I'm sure some machine's gonna figure it out. But we got a lot of progress on these little alien figures, and now I was thinking we can get the next stage of these things going. And last time I surveyed, I remember there not being a whole lot of the right shape, so we need like this shape. But we've kind of taken over this whole thing here, so I need to find that shape again. And I know surveying is real boring. I don't want to do it for very long. Plus, if we have to combine that with white circles, then we're gonna need to like find a place that's a little bit closer to home. Or the solution would be like something like this and splitting these into 4 and restacking them. I think that's silly, and I really don't want to do that unless I absolutely have to. Because I'm not seeing anything that's the right thing. Like the shape we found was half of what we need, and most of these other shapes are just 1, which is incredibly unfortunate. So the other thing we could do, and this is probably not great because it's not going to be efficient at all, would be to divert part of these things into a new machine that would then allow us to do them both at the same time. And that is doable, albeit not incredibly efficient. So what I mean by that is we have basically 6 of these things dying this. So we're dying them twice. We have 2 sets of 6 to do this. And we'll divert half of these into a new stacker that then stacks with the other circles. And that would be a lot quicker. And I think that's probably a good thing to do because, well, that would cut our production in half, which means it's going to take forever to do that. So I'm kind of torn because I can't find the right stupid spot to get this started. Like, am I just not seeing it, or does it really just not exist? Oh, here's one. What do we need these for? What's going on here? Oh, see, that's not good enough. We kind of need those to stay there until the upgrade's done. Until the upgrade's done. Wait, hold on a sec. I know I'm talking out loud, but how much of this stuff do we actually need here? Because we're getting red. Hold on, where are those reds coming from? Right here? That's not it. So there's another one. We've kind of appropriated all the things. Where? Hold, let me find that. We are getting red things from somewhere. Up here. Oh, here we go. Because we don't need those red ones anymore, do we? Oh, we totally do. Well, I'm thinking maybe we just take this over and probably like kind of appropriate it to do our bidding. Because this is real convenient to have this right here to get that stuff copied over again. So I think, because I can take that shape from somewhere else, like any one of these blue spots that's using it to make red again. Or I find a new one, because it's not very big, like thingy. Extractors are better. Let me take a look at this again. Where is it? Right here? So we could make this a little bit more efficient. Man, I'm real stuck, guys. I don't know what to do. Unless we go really far out and try and find that shape again somewhere out here in the boondocks, as they say. And my thought with this stuff out here is if we do find the right shape to do that with, well, there's really a couple things we could do. We could just cut these into 4, and oh, here's one. Look at that. Now that's pretty far out from the hub, but it's not a bad option. So let's go ahead and commit to this spot. And I had another thought here. So this is our cut machine. So we want this to be cut. I'm gonna go and paste that there. I'm gonna put a marker here and put like current project. And then back at the hub, we're gonna find the old one, which is this one. And this one can be what we're copying. There. Okay, so we got this. Oh, that's all we need. Okay, so current project. We just need to feed into that. So we can easily just do a bunch of these. We're limited to 12. So right there, that's our limit. But I think this is enough. If we just come in here and here like that. Once it starts getting fed in, you know what I mean? And you know what? We can easily also, like, this is overkill now at this point, but yeah, that's obviously overkill. That's fine. What we're copying. Okay, so we need this, which is essentially a 2-color dyer. Copy that and put that here, and that actually goes right here like that. So we need to feed in red and blue. So let's go ahead and do that. There's some red, and we can combine them like that and drag it a little too far. Drag it all the way up. All the way to here. And then I kind of need to do a little solve in here, a little fix. Like that. Okay, so there's one. We got blue over here. Imagine what this would be like if I couldn't copy paste. The blueprint idea is ingenious. Okay, so that's going to give us magenta. Now, what I need to do also is all of this again. I need this to happen twice. So my thought is going to be, I can essentially copy this entire thing, if I can fit it all on my screen here. This is going to cost a lot of blueprints, I think. 4,000. Okay, we do have enough, which is awesome. So we do need to copy this twice. Happen to do this right here. So what could really happen is now we can do another set of reds here and bring them up to here like that. That should work. So it still feeds into the whole thing. And then the blues, those dang blues, can go from here to here. And we will bring in another set of them. And what I think I'm going to do here is like this. Come on now. There. And this one's gonna come up. Yeah, that's nice that it kind of did that on its own. And then we'll do it like that. So that'll work. Okay, so now I need essentially 4 of them to come out of here. As long as there's 7 of them, right? So that's 7 and 7 and 7 and 7. We can do it like this. There. So that gives us 2 sets of 12 magenta thingamabobs, whatever these things are called. So now we need 2 sets of white circle die thingies, and we can throw all that into a 4-tiered stacker. So what I'm seeing here is, instead of 12, let me copy the 3 die thing. So this whole thing from here to here to here, really, will create and then die something white. So we need that twice, which is easy to do because all we have to do is kind of put it here, flip it over so that it can be fed from the top. So here and then here. It gives us 2 sets of that. So we just have to feed in circles to the bottom here. So we need 4 lines of circles. This is probably the biggest project we've ever done. And you know what? Forget the whole let's play idea that I was talking about before, because like I don't even need to like pretend like I'm not sounding crazy or whatever. All I have to do is talk myself through it so that I don't get confused. Come on. There we go. That's right. And then these are gonna come over here. Wait. We'll have to tunnel those out is what'll happen there, which is fine. I'm not worried about that at all. You look a little nicer. Okay, so we just need to feed all 3 colors into both of these somehow. So green is conveniently just right on top of that, and blue's just right along the way. So I'm gonna bring in, and blue and red's right there too. So I'm gonna let the blue just cut straight through the red. That's 7. Then that should be 7, and then 7. That's 3 and 4. Yeah, if I'm looking at this right. Yeah, it's gonna be a little weird, which is fine. I'm gonna have red come around the left side there, so I'm gonna put blue down the middle. So one of these blues, well, how did I do that? That's weird. One of these blues is gonna come right down here. The other one will come over here. And these 2 will come down like so. And they'll feed into this one and this one. And then well, yeah, I knew this was gonna get weird. Man, I shouldn't have done that. I should not have had the can I fix that real quick? Am I able to? Do our tunnels reach this far is my real question. Almost. That's good enough. I can... Oh, hello. Hey, 180-degree rotator. That is nice to have. Alright, that's an upgrade material too. Okay, so we can finish this and then we can move on to the new order. Okay, that'll help us a little bit. Boop, 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 boop. Nice. Alright, let's get 2 reds coming down here. Easy peasy to feed into those. Actually, this one needs to go here, and this one goes over here. Like this. Okay, so that's red on that one. gonna have red come. That's 1, and that's 2. One here. Oh wait, no. This one can go here, and this one can go here. And then, easily enough, we can have green just go straight in because we're sitting on top of it. And then, is there another green over here I can use instead of having to pipe that one all funky like over here? That's perfect. Oh man, I don't know why the order stuff button is in the exact same spot as the drag the screen over button. Why is it stopping? Oh, there we go. Alright, so if that is connected all correctly, we should be getting a bunch of white circles. Awesome. Now we just need a 4-tiered stacker. So I'm going to have it face down because the hub is over there. Face down is in like, come from the top and go down. So let me get this. Let me get the stacking thing figured out first, the whole system, and then we'll feed one into the other. And we got top and left basically, so that will help us. So we need, obviously, we need a stacker. I'm trying to do this all in one thing and then like copy it. Okay, so our right side thing comes in the right side, obviously. So I think we want it here. So we feed in the right thing here. Because the next one will go here, but that's not what we copy. Because we want I do have to move it down one, don't I? Down like that. And then we will come here, do this. That will feed here. Because then the next one goes, I'm gonna leave that there for now. Alright, so that gives us one of the things. So basically, oh, and this is gonna be here, feeding in like that. And these ones go over and over. Okay. Oh, the problem is here now we gotta have two spaces here. So because we need a one here and like that. We gotta keep that in mind. Okay, so if this one is the right side of the stack, and that's gonna be the white circle. And the top one is the magenta star thing. The new right side is gonna be a magenta star thing, and that's the new one. So the one that we just finished stacking has to feed into the left side. So I think I need to skip 4 rows for that to work, because then this will have to feed in here, and the new one goes here, like so. Oh yeah, I need one more space. So 5 squares is what we need, not 4. Like that. Because then this will go over, and then we have another row up here. Right, so that it doesn't matter what we feed into, but the new one has to go under the old one. So then if we do another 5, 3, 4, 5 spots there, here to here, and then just like before, we'll put one of these guys here. They feed in here, and this goes over, and we have room for the second row because we're doing 12 of them. And that, my friends, is something I'm going to mark real quick, because this is a multi-tier stacker. That's perfect, because we got the starting thing, and then it can stack 4 times, and this looks like this bottom 2 ones are exactly the same. So this can just be copied over and over, depending on how many things need to stack. But so far, we haven't needed to stack more than 4 things together. So, if I'm doing all this correct, which I like to think that I am, this is perfect, and we can copy it over into itself. Except these go here, like this. So I may have overcopied it, which is fine. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to be extra careful here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Alright, so that should be perfect and get us the shape that we need. So the first one, this bottom one is the left side, so that needs to be a magenta star. So that means we can just feed these in here up to the top there, and then over and like so. Oh, except we got to make sure we do it the right way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These guys come down in here. All right, so now this one, actually I'm going to do this like that, so we don't have to worry about too many pipes. And then we need one of these guys to come down like so, and they will get tunneled into the second part, which will then split them, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here, like that. Now real quick, I want to get rid of this just to see, make sure we have the right shape coming out, which should be, yes, the white circle on the magenta thingamabob. We put that back. All right. So now we need to feed the other magenta side into that. So let's get. Always end up hitting the wrong button there. That's fine. That's fine. This over. This over like that. And then up. Oh, too far. To there. And this comes down here. We can get rid of this. And then lastly, we need the other set of white circles. We can tunnel through here. You guys can come down this way and then down this way. And I'm making this look kind of even and like cool looking, but I know I'm missing a bunch of stuff. Like here, for example, this could go up here like this to further just make this a little easier, and then tunnel again here to there, over, and then down here. And if I did all this correctly, I do now have the perfect shape that I need. And those are tiny looking. Look at those things. But that is 12 per second. So if need be, we couldn't copy all this like as is, but this could be redone. Oh, look at this thing. Look at that. I have that just completely wrong. Wait, doesn't need to be there. This needs to be here, and this needs to be here, like that. There we go. And everything else is filled in. So I could copy this again. I don't think we're going to need it again, but it's nice to have. So now that we're all stacked up, we get to do the super fun part of just running hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of conveyors to get this back to the hub, because the hub is way over there. So let's do a little guesstimate work here. We can go right next to this one. I can get this right. I'm just eyeballing it. I think this is close to where we need to be. Okay, so let's just get this going. We're gonna go straight across everything we see. I do not want to have to mess with a whole lot of like zooming in and out and all sorts of stuff. So I'm just gonna keep moving along and place conveyor belts where I don't need them, obviously. That is what you're supposed to do, isn't it, Barrett? You silly goose. Man, this is quite far. Here we go. Kind of just jamming out right now. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, that scared me. One of those weird little pop-ups that says, hey, you did a cool thing, you little weirdo. Guess that's one of those like happiness things, like, you know those like phone games you can play? My nephew Steven plays them sometimes. And they basically like incentivize you to play it more by bombarding you with these like flashy lights and all sorts of stuff. So I actually did that almost perfectly. Look at that. That is crazy. Now I know I'm gonna have to essentially get rid of some shapes here. Whoops. Let me look here. So I think do we need those half-side squares and stuff anymore? We're not going to need more of the blue ones, that's for sure. Or the standard colored ones. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these guys. And we're going to use that part of the conveyor belt to come down. Nope, come on. This way. And then we're gonna here to here. And there. And now we can watch that number go up. 12. And there it goes. We did it. Now that's gonna fill up a lot sooner than these things are, but I think I'm okay with that. Again, that doesn't look like it's as efficient as it could be. Yep, this last one's not working. Oh, look at that. There we go. That should fix it. Alright. Well, I'm super overtime again. I might just start adjusting my hours to be this long instead of how they were before. Next time, I'm definitely going to start working on this thing. That should be a lot of fun. I don't know what compact splitter means. Probably means it's like a cutter, but it's smaller. Either way, we'll figure it out. But I gotta clock out for now because it's time for me to go home. I'm tired. Boy, am I tired.